All right, guys, this is part 2 of my fall replacement. So I had lots of things not make it through our triple-digit summer, and here's what I replaced them with. Hey guys, so here are some of my backyard fall replacements. You saw the front yard fall replacements in a previous video. These are the backyard ones, and there's Charlie, my garden companion there. Here is a Turks cap, and so previously I had, I think, a Yopon holly somewhere out here, and I moved that because this mealy blue sage was just so expansive that it was just really not, it didn't have enough room. So I decided to put a Turks cap here, mostly because it does get some sun, but then it also gets lots of afternoon shade courtesy of these Spartan junipers here. So these Turks caps do really well in either of those conditions. They tend to flower more if they've got more sun, but so that was one of my fall replacements there. And then I just transplanted this Yopon holly from here to here because, again, that mealy blue sage was just so big. So that just gave it a little bit more room. It's now in the forefront. And then I had a bunch of liriope out here, and it all struggled. It survived, but it just didn't look great. And so I thought it was an opportunity to go ahead and replace it with some native and well-adapted plants. And so this is Mexican marigold mint, which is a fall bloomer as I understand it. And here is some pink skullcap. And again, looking kind of scraggly, but with maybe another season under their belt and some pruning, I think they'll fill in nicely. I also decided to add a couple more autumn sages right here and right here. Again, this one looks a little rough for the wear. He was a bit of a rescue, but he's got some greens, so he's mulched pretty well, and we'll see how it does. Here, I did also transplant this dwarf Yopon holly from here to here for that same reason, that mealy blue sage was just getting big and it just didn't have enough room. So here I did have a fall aster, and there might be remnants of it in there, and it may start growing because they seed pretty readily, but I decided to put a Texas lantana there instead. And so here, this is a rock rose, but if you look closely, this is actually not a pink one. It's like got red flowers. And so I put that here. I can't remember what was here, but it was a bit of an impulse buy in a little 4-inch pot, so I found it at home. Here I had a loropetalum, which can be really tricky to grow in our area given the alkaline soil. So mine I think got maybe some gall or maybe root rot, so it died. And so I replaced it with this Texas kidneywood. And so this kidneywood, the blooms smell a lot like sweet almond verbena. So I thought it would be a great opportunity to incorporate this native plant that smells good, and hopefully the pollinators enjoy that. So I believe these get 12-15 feet in height. And then I've got another little pink skullcap, again looking kind of scraggly here. We're just letting it do its thing, but with enough time it'll I think bush out pretty nicely. Right, so here I've got another zexmenia. My other one has done so well, so to kind of give you some like context, my other zexmenia is right here, so I decided to kind of add another one right here. And so that was one of my replacements. I think I had a kufia here, which it just didn't do well, whether it was just the sun, it wouldn't get enough, it's getting too much, it was just so hot, I don't know, it could have just been a lot of things, but it didn't do well. So because this did so well, I was like, well, let's go for it. And it's so pretty. I really have enjoyed just looking at this zexmenia, so I put another one over here. And then just to kind of give you, you've seen all those pink skullcaps. This is sort of their native cousin. This is the Texas native. This is a Wright's skullcap, and this one gets a little less sun than this one. So you can see this one has a lot more flowers. But you can see this is maybe a little over, these are a little over a foot in spread, about that tall in terms of height. So that is what those pink skullcap should do. All right, and here is my last little friend. He is a Mexican oregano, and I did have a Cherokee sedge here previously, and it survived, but I think it just didn't do great in this spot, so I did transplant it somewhere else. As I understand it, these get quite large, 4 by 4 feet, and so I hope I've left it enough room to really kind of spread and maybe even, you know, trail over these areas. I really like that look. And but yeah, so those are my fall replacements, and now's a great time to do it. So if you haven't done it yet, I hope that offers up a little bit of inspiration for you. Y'all take care.